Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Lake Lehman track and field. Well, there is a state champion from Lake Lehman in the 3200. His name is Dominic Hockenbury. His coach's name is John Sobocinski, and a couple of guys that are very excited. Of course, the whole Lake Lehman track and field program excited about a great weekend overall with some of the ladies and so forth. Well, first, Coach, let's talk about Dominic's performance today. He put it all together and did a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely. He did. He ran a very smart race, and he's only a sophomore, so we have to keep reminding ourselves that this kid's only a sophomore, but he ran a great race, and things just unfolded our way early on. The chips kind of fell into place.
Well, a lot of hard work has gone in. Cross-country season was extremely successful for Dominic, and put in the work over the winter, and then you got to peak at the right time, and Dominic has always been very good, but he made sure today was his best.
Yes, because we had him run a mile at districts and figured that would be beneficial to help him out for the 3200, which was what we were gunning for all season, and even though it didn't work out for him to win the mile at our district meet, Nate Morgan of Lakeland helped Dom get better for today when it really counted.
And he put it all together. Talk about the race today, Coach. And if you had a strategy, what was the strategy? Or sometimes, as you say, the chips kind of fall into place. What were some things that happened in the race that you were happy about and pleased what Dominic was able to do?
Well, yeah, I mean, we wanted him to go out nice and even. We've been working on goal paces, and so his first lap we were hoping would be right around 67 seconds, and it was. There's a young man from out in western Pennsylvania that's also a sophomore who took an early lead and helped pull Dom through the early part of the race and really helped him to get in position to make a move, and he did. And once he did, he broke free of the pack, and boy, the race, he broke the other runners pretty early on.
John Sobocinski talking with us here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. John, a great weekend, I'm sure, for everybody at Lake Lehman. I know you're proud of all your athletes. Great to bring home one state title with an individual, but a great effort overall from everyone.
Thank you very much, John.
Now let's talk with sophomore Dominic Hockenbury of Lake Lehman, who is a state champion in the 3200. Dominic, tell us about your performance today.
Well, it was a great day. We had perfect weather, and I couldn't have asked for a better race.
Well, Coach alluded to some of the things that kind of unfolded during the race. You hit that 67 mark after lap number one. Tell us about at what point did you start breaking free and getting into your own groove?
Well, we went out pretty fast, and oddly enough, it felt slow for me. And I was able to sit back and pace off the front runners of the race. And then at a certain point, I felt like I was being followed, and I broke free from the pack. And when I did it, I made sure that there would be no one to come with me.
Did you catch yourself looking back much, or did you feel pretty comfortable at that point that you had the race in control?
I started hearing the footsteps slowly starting to fade away, and I never really looked back. I kind of imagined that they were still with me to push myself.
Well, Dominic, so much hard work has gone into your training. Here you are, a sophomore. You throw in a pretty good 2 mile. Tell us about how pleased you are with your time.
Time-wise, I was pretty pleased. I know we were aiming between 9:20 and 9:15, so we ended up right in the middle. And that's a good mark to start off as a sophomore.
Well, it's a PR for you and winning a state title. Tell us about that feeling that you have when you cross the finish line at Shippensburg University.
Well, we always knew about it. We always knew that I had a chance of doing it. And we were kind of joking around throughout the last couple months that I could do it. And today, after I broke all the runners, it kind of became a reality.
Dominic Hockenbury from Lake Lehman, a 10th grader for the Black Knights, wins the state title in the 3,200. Dominic, it's been a special year for long-distance runners from northeastern Pennsylvania, team-wise, individually, and some of those student-athletes are from the back mountain. A good friend of yours, Dominic DeLuca, he did a 9:03 at districts. He got, I think, a fourth or fifth place today in the 3,200 for AAA, and a great career for him. He's headed to Cornell. Talk about what you guys had, your relationship with Dominic DeLuca and how you guys kind of pushed each other.
Me and Dom always been great friends. I know this year we worked together a little bit. And when we weren't working together, we were pushing each other mentally because we knew each other would be maybe out there working as hard, if not harder.
Well, Dominic, how about everybody at Lake Lehman? A good track and field year between the girls and the guys. Of course, what you were able to do. And Coach Sobocinski really does a nice job with everybody there.
Yeah, he does. I wouldn't be anywhere where I'm at without him. Nor would any of us from Lake Lehman.
Well, Dominic, congratulations. You're a state champion. I'm sure it feels great, and a little celebration this weekend on Memorial Day weekend. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Dominic Hockenbury, Lake Lehman, track and field, a state champion on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.